there was a whole other aspect to my case that a lot of people are not aware of, and it represented a real threat to me. Aldrich Ames, right, the Soviet mole, was tasked by his KGB control officers to implicate me in all of the then ongoing deaths of American agents in Russia, in the Soviet Union, to try to protect him. I don't hold it against him. I mean, I would have done the same thing to protect myself if I could have. Years later, one of the prosecutors came to see me to apologize for what happened. And I refused to take his hand. And Esther said, be a gentleman and take his hand. He came to see you, take his hand. He asked me, where was your mind when the judge asked you whether you had any remorse for all the murders, killings, deaths that you would cause? And I said, Tunis, October 1985. I was one of the intelligence officers that put together the Israeli airstrike that was supposed to kill Arafat. There had been a terrible pigua in Cyprus. The three of our people were just brutally murdered. And the government decided that's it. Arafat's got to go. And, for one reason or another, he deviated from his routine. The jets passed over, blew up his headquarters in Tunis, and killed about 90 of his Force 17 security people. Okay. So the judge asked me, do you have any remorse for all of the people that you killed? And I said, yes. That there wasn't one more. Okay. So the prosecutor asked me, where was your mind at the time? I said, Tunis, October 1985. He said, well, that's not where the judge was. The judge had just been told by Aldrich Ames how General Trechikov, his AKA was Tricycle, was fed feet first into the furnace in the basement of the Lefortovo prison in front of his family. So he said, the judge just heard you say that you were sorry that there wasn't one more American agent that was killed. I said, what did I have to do with the KGB? I had nothing to do with them. He said, well, we know that now. But at the time, he said, did you notice how much security was in the courtroom? I said, yeah, there was more security than there were spectators. And he said, that's because there had been a large number of CIA field operatives who had volunteered to come back and cap me in the court, kill me in the court, because they thought that I had been responsible for Ames's crime.